hop right now. We going in, we're gonna cover everything in regards to hip hop from soup to nuts. We're gonna talk about my man and his career, how he's getting his grind on, and in particular how he's doing it. That's the real reason I had to build with y'all on this podcast, because I definitely wanted you guys to at least, you know, hear and visualize this brother and what he's actually giving you when he's showing you his craft from, you know, A to Z, from how he, you know, he starts the project to the end game, and you usually don't get, you know, to see that with a lot of artists. You only get to really see the finished product. So with no further ado, let me introduce to you, I got my man Down Low from the BX Down Low World of Sounds is in the building.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is what it is.
Appreciate to be here.
We outside. So yo, here we are. You know what I'm saying? I got the guy Down Low World of Sounds is in the building.
Yes.
And
sir. Glad to be here too, man.
Yo, man, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for coming on the pod. You know what I'm saying? This was like super important to me. And you know, this was a long time coming, you know what I'm saying?
We've been supposed to do it.
Absolutely. We had to make this happen. And in particular, we was building a lot because it was really about timing and getting it right, and not just be like, yo, let's just do this shit real quick and like just crash out with it and let, you know, whatever be will be when it comes to that. So
right.
Finally the time came.
Yes, sir.
And I got you on the pod. I definitely appreciate you coming, because I know that there is so much information that you're going to build with the people on, in terms of, you know what I'm saying, this craft and where you stand at it and how you feel. So with, you know, no further ado, let's just get into it real quick. So here's where I'm at with you with this, God.
Okay.
When I first seen your grind, right, what really started to take me by surprise is something that I don't normally see with artists. You only see that end game. You only get to see that finished product. So I was viewing a lot of your joints every time, you know, you got a session that you keep popping off religiously every Friday. Or was it every Thursday? Every Friday, right?
It's Friday sometimes due to schedule, and then it's Thursdays. But you know what I'm saying? It's the Back to Headquarters live radio show that we do on Twitch TV. So that's basically like, you know, I'm giving you elements of DJing too. So I'm giving you elements of all types of genres of music, not only hip hop, but a lot of joints that created hip hop songs, and just getting into different things, new and old. We try to promote that new and old, because there's a lot of independent, dope artists that's just like myself. So if I get a platform to try to, you know, promote it, just as well as promote myself and promote beats from myself and my partner Mike Gamble, which I'm one half of Sam 19. We're gonna get into all of that. So you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here really for the culture of the newer generation, and plus the old too, because there's a lot of old heads just like myself that got a lot of dope music, and we come from that generation of where music really meant something. Like we came from that era of no internet. We was listening to the radio. Like certain things was drilled in the head from the radio without payola being paid. It was about because the music was really dope. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me how you got ready. How did you set yourself up to start this grind out? You know what I'm saying? Because to my understanding, for you, this was like a long time coming. You was like, you know, heavy in as far as hip hop. You was heavy in the game early on, and you know how we do as we get older. You know, we got to take a hiatus for some real life things, and certain things don't kind of materialize and transition into the way you want it, and it kind of creates a lull, you know, in terms of your craft, but it doesn't really stop your passion.
Exactly.
But you had a little hiatus for a while, and then you kind of like got back into your zone, and then you got back into your lane. You go out Mike Gamble. Big shout out to Mike Gamble, Sound 19, Renegades. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is out here, and we're gonna get you on the part and build too. But in between time and in the meantime, how exactly, and not how, but yeah, how and why did you start to find your lane again and started doing things like, you know, showcasing what you're doing, showcasing that craft from the very beginning, from the inception, when things don't sound right, when things sound like it's not put together, and you just basically, you know what I'm saying, you finger banging on the put it together until you got a craft that really sounds like the making of a project. And then what makes you want to show that side to people, you know, while you're doing that, as opposed to just sitting around making beats and then when it's done, be like, yo, check out this hot shit.
Well, basically, you know what I'm saying, I always try to critique myself. And when I say critique myself, I always used to tell myself, what type of skill set do I have that I could bring forth to the game? So, I used to DJ, you know what I'm saying, years ago. That's where it really started from, DJing and MCing.
You had a DJ name?
Yeah, I had a DJ name.
What was your DJ name, Bob?
Shit, I had Kevin Mad Scientist, Cooking Kev, Prolific, and these was all my MC names too. Like,
Mhm,
you know what I'm saying, through the years. And then down low came to me from my brother, my cousin, me, rest in peace. You know, we had a movement in the world of Red Blood, but we was like out at the same time, like around Wu, doing shows and different things. And then my brother had passed not too long ago, a couple years ago. And you know, just the focus of music lost me, like from 93, 94, you know, I was running around with Big L, R.I.P. to Lamont, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Big L, one of the greatest lyricists of all time. God only knows if he was still with us, where exactly he would be placed, you know, in hip hop right now.
Facts.
You know, definitely.
And with that, you know what I'm saying, I really embraced the game of, on the rapping side, not so much on the producing side, but I DJ'd and I know like certain records that would play, I'd be like, oh, they use this for James Brown joint, or they use this, whatever. And I would know it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, getting into doing the beats, I got 3-second sampler. Me and Mike Gam from back in the days, we was doing things, toying with things. But then, you know, we in that era of, we didn't have internet, we get signed or whatever, and we had opportunities to do that. But we didn't truly do that. Like, you know, we lived life. It was like, yo, we need to shine now. So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got in the grind or whatever. That's why a lot of MCs that know me from that era of the rhyming days and to the era of when I was doing certain other things too, where I would run into them in spots and, you know what I'm saying, and buy bottles and be good, everybody.
Absolutely.
Buy drinks and all of that, you know what I'm saying?
Where exactly did you start to, you know, find this groove where you kind of say, I'm gonna rock it this way. I wanna really kind of take the beat game where I want people to see me actually work my craft.
That I
From the beginning, like from the snare, from the kick, from the hat, and where people is actually seeing you beat up on your pads and actually start to design or create a concept.
that actually came from, you know, back in the days, like lunchroom days and all that, you know, banging on the tables, you know, creating different sounds or whatever. And then it came back to like messing with the 3-second sample. So left the game, now back into it, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter years later, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You older, whatever. And I just started like about 4 years ago, just started really getting back into the craft and figuring out how to work with this newer technology, you know what I'm saying? And figuring out certain things. And then once I started getting the ball rolling, even also with MCing, it was just like the rust started coming off, you know what I'm saying, a little bit by bit. And what made me say I want to do the live beats, actually I wanted to show that, you know what I'm saying, that it's not like a fluke that I'm here doing what I'm doing now. I wanted to show that really I was like a real hip hop, I'm a real hip hop b-boy head, like, you know what I'm saying, banging on tables,
Mhm.
graffiti, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show all that essence with that. And with that being said, I don't know, maybe there's somebody out there, but I don't really know if there's a MC, producer, DJ, and a finger drummer all in one.
I understand you like all in one steps of Sonic, my nigga.
Oh man, you talking all that jazz. Word. Yeah, so basically that was the part of showing, like, you know, a lot of people like to show the beats being made, ready to play that. Yeah, I do that on the gram too and all that. But when I do that live, which is on all my Back to Headquarters episodes, I show that live essence to show you that when you think something can't work, you may figure figure out something, and you might tap out something, whether you finger drumming on the pads or whether you finger drumming on the device that you use, the keyboard, you know, keyboards be the pads or whatever. You could still figure out something, just different type of variation or whatever, you know, throw a swing on it or whatever, and you'll get it to work, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to use that particular sound. Me, that's how I work with certain things. I want to use a particular sound. If I hear a certain sound, I like it, I build on it, and meaning like I won't change and structure my way of work. That's the sound I was building on. Like I'm not going to change. Once I got it to that tempo that I wanted, I'm not going to change it and do different things. Stay in that format and keep building on it from there. You know what I'm saying? And I try to show that in elements of the live.
Yo, but you know what? It's like that's what I really love about, you know, how you do your thing. It's like you're really giving people an opportunity to see what you do from ground, you know what I'm saying, from ground zero. And I can listen to it over like, you know, 35 or 40 minutes and really start to, you know, hear you generate something and put it together. And it's like, you know, almost like magical, because you're just hearing it come together, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah, because what it is like, you know what I'm saying, when you a hip hop head, it's like you got a front row seat. It's like, can you imagine? I respect your craft as a MC. I definitely respect your craft as a producer. So in my mind, it's like, imagine you being in the studio watching Premiere or Pete Rock like come up with a beat.
Right, got you.
You know, you're gonna be excited.
Yeah, right, definitely.
Because you're gonna hear like, what is he gonna add now? What is he gonna do next? You know what I'm saying? And when you kind of being creative with it and you watching somebody come up with that shit on the fly, and then it's like, oh, that part is hot. Now I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
You can build from there.
And then you start to build from there.
Right.
You know, not only you're gonna learn something, but somebody's giving you an open, you know, open window and saying, you know, and letting you peek inside their craft, and they're not holding back any secrets. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll wait till I drop this on. You actually seen somebody do it, so you can get some ideas and you can go back to the lab and do your own thing, you know what I'm saying, in your own way. So it's like, I definitely respect that. And then, you know, the other part of your craft that I respect mostly is your level of dedication to it, because not everything is a banger.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you make a joint, you put it to the side, and like, you know, you're gonna come back to it later when you find something to add on or build on, you know.
Facts.
Prince used to have like 1,000 different projects and have them all put to the side, and then later on when you wanna, you know, oh, I like when I did this, I think I can put it
On
with
this
this piece,
project.
with this project.
I ain't gonna lie, that's me too.
Absolutely. I could, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could see, you know, I could see it there. So I definitely enjoy those two processes, you know, and watch how they come together. And then you do it with the guard Mike Gamble. So, you know what I'm saying? Mike Gamble is not here with us tonight. I wish he was, because I definitely wanted to pick his brain.
Right.
He's from Brooklyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Flatbush Massive, right?
Mhm.
So you know what it is. I'm an East Flatbush head, 90s, big up yourself, you know, see it.
He uptown head first, but now he live in Brooklyn.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
You know, he's been in Brooklyn for years.
You know what
Now,
I'm saying? Look, man, you said it already. Church of Flatbush, you know what I'm saying?
Now, listen, the yard men support him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
big up yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
90s massive with double, you
No
know, see it.
homo.
Nah, of course, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's outside, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to get a chance to build with him, but I wanted to ask you, how did you guys begin to link up to start collaborating, you know, in this kind of fashion?
Well, it started even from way back, even before doing the music, like listening to music. We was always like fans of Gangstar, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
To the point like we was going to see G1Truth and Damage or Kareem. We see them perform, you know what I'm saying? RP to Google, we go see them perform. So we was always influenced into that, like that type of music, and then we'd be like, oh shoot, Kareem use that, oh he flip that, and Mike Gamble would know certain joints and be like, yo, they play this backwards and blah blah blah. And so getting into doing the beats, you know what I'm saying? Mike Gamble would be like, yo, why don't you flip this? And I'm like, why are you telling me what to listen? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing joints and he be there trying to tell me certain. I'm like, listen, man, I'm gonna show you what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? And you just do your own thing. And you know, I created Michael the Monster, man. Mike Gamble was a monster, man, you know what I'm saying? He's banging out so much joints. And he's real low key with it. That's why, you know, when we bring our project for other artists that we do the production on, You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure a lot of joints is featured more to him, even when me as a solo artist, I like to cater to bring out joints that he had produced, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, he's a low-key person, you know what I'm saying? And he really ain't going for the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Where I might tolerate some of this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? To a certain extent with this industry shit.
You know, I wanted to say that, like, early on in Black Moon's career,
Okay, that's too. Shout out to
yeah,
Rock.
yeah, for sure. Early on in the whole Black Moon career, you know, with the first album in particular, it was definitely such a raw sound.
Very real.
That's what we liked about it. It was gritty, it was raw, and it was intentionally done that
The
way.
whole Duck Down movement.
Yeah, album still, you know, well mixed and everything. It had a sound, but you could hear the rawness with it. You could hear the sample rates. You could hear the grit. You could hear, you know, how you layering things. You can hear how someone's bringing out the bass line.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? How I forgot the rap. How you know, you could definitely hear them taking songs and transposing. You know what I'm saying? Transposing that sound to get that bass out of it. Now you got STEMI and shit. You can just motherfucking drop some shit out and the bass line is just playing. So,
I don't deal with all that. I'm still old school.
if I ever decide to make a beat, I'm definitely gonna get some fucking STEMIs and rock that shit. And I think that's like, it's so ingenious. You know what I'm saying? I think it's such an ingenious shit to use. But I used to listen to that rawness, and then, you know, when I listen to your stuff, that's what I get. There is definitely a earthy rawness that really like brings back a classical sound. And I don't really like to use the term boom bapish, but there is like there is some soulful boom bapish element to your shit that I like.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. And I know that it's all raw, so what I'm hearing is usually not the finished product.
Never that.
You know what I'm saying? But I can hear it going in a direction that I like, and it makes you want to, you know, lock in. So, so big shout out to Mike Gamble and the projects that you got going on, and that's where direction I'm headed in now. I wanted to rap with you, or just kind of begin to get into all of your projects and the stuff that you're working on, bro. Maybe we can, you know, lay some treat songs.
Of course, yeah. Like, the projects, you know what I'm saying? I'm one half of Sound 19. Sound 19, we are a band, which is me and Mike Gamble. So I'm gonna start the announcement with the project that we have.
Absolutely.
So at Sound 19, we have 2 albums, which we both are artists, you know what I'm saying, together as a band, you know what I'm saying? Both those albums is the Robin Stone Capers LP, which is like basically based on the Cooley High movie. So a lot of the sounds and the music that we made on there is based on the late 60s, early 70s type of sounds, you know what I'm saying? So that's that project, and then the newest project that we have right now is the Sound 19 Renegades project, you know what I'm saying, which is out right now on all DSPs. All the projects is out on all DSPs. Then we also have the 2 compilation albums, which is Sound 19's compilation album, which is part 1, and then Sound 19 2. That's just it, and that's compilation album with 2 different artists, you know what I'm saying? Then you have Mike Gamble. He has 9 instrumental albums. They all are labeled a file. You know, you got the unknown file, you know what I'm saying? You got the alternative file. I keep going, but they all files. So you get in tune to that. He has 9 albums out, you know what I'm saying? Instrumental albums out. His 10th one is coming out right here, December 31st, to bring in the new year. So y'all can go tune into that. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out December 31st.
I definitely described you guys' music as, I use the word soulful boom bap, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But how would you describe it?
Unorthodox, different than what you usually hear, and you understand that it's dope, but it's hard for you to comprehend it because it's not something that you're used to hearing. But your ears is starting to get addicted to it, so you have no choice but to get used to it, and you're starting to really
You lock in, you lock in.
start to enjoy it.
So with that being said, what's up? Can we like get some treats and let the people know exactly, you know, where you're coming from with your craft.
All right, on that being said, you know what? Let's get into the sound
Well,
19.
you know what? You know what?
What's that?
I don't mean to cut your wisdom, God, part us up. Before
That's
we get that, there is someone I wanted to mention because I've been listening to this project for a hot second. I think it's kind of buttery, and I'm really starting to lock into a groove, and I found myself listening to it more and more, and that's a artist that you got, Macaroni Tony.
Macaroni Tony, man, that is so dope, man, that you say that. That's one of the younger artists with us, younger generation. How his movement say, step out the way, man. Swank movement, man. That's his whole movement. He's on his own vibe, you know what I'm saying? And again, he's featured on the Sound 19 2 compilation album, along with our brother Richard Todd, you know what I'm saying? They on a song called Camouflage Soldiers. That was an introduction to them. And both of them have albums out right now. Macaroni Tony, his album's called Macaroni, was just brought out here the day after Thanksgiving. Around the macaroni, go with Thanksgiving, you know, all that. And to be honest, and then you had Richard Todd that came out his album came out right before Memorial Day. And he has a song called Every Day's a Holiday. Again, you know, it's just timing, you know what I'm saying?
Big shout out to Macaroni Tony. How would you describe his style though?
Macaroni Tony is he's like our production. It's unorthodox. You try to figure it out and be like, yo, what is it about? You know what I'm saying? And then you just start to lock into it. This album is dealing with like a lot of styles. You know what I'm saying? Different styles. And you know, with him being younger, his parents is like, you know, in my age range and that type of nature. So you could see the influence into him with the culture mixed up with the, you know, the younger generation and all that. So it's totally dope. Actually, we could get into playing things from that project too, you know, because we here to promote everything that me and my brother is doing.
Well, I definitely know, you don't got a lot of time. You're a man about town, and I know you got a flight to catch, you know what I'm saying? You're internationally known, nationally recognized, and locally accepted. So I gotta respect your gangster. So with that being said, man, let's get into some joints and let's let the people hear what you really coming with, man, because you definitely got a vibe with you, and I'm feeling it.
You know, since we on that vibe with the Sound 19 Renegades album out right now, we're gonna play something called, this one's called Always Gonna Blast.
Let's do it. Don't get me started, maybe I have to rock a freestyle over this shit.
Nah. You wanna take this in, man. It's real, you know, militant shit, man. I got beats for you when you're ready to freestyle. You know that.
Absolutely. Shit is real dark.
It's a revolutionary type of song.
like that. How long does it, how long does it, take you to kind of complete your projects?
We work on the fly, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you, I got a couple of projects that's like ready to release. As a solo artist, Sound 19, as a group, we have joints that's ready to release too. Sound 19 Renegade project that we just brought out, actually that was done about maybe a year and a half ago. So we had a single rituals where we kind of talking about dealing with everything that's going on with, I didn't even mention the big name, but you know, they caught up in all that with everything that now is coming out to light or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we've been with saying all of this from like Truth Exposure. This is a double album for myself. It's almost 2 years ago. And we always was building on all this stuff that we were so grateful that we, you know, we kind of upset that we didn't come out earlier because maybe we'll probably have that fan base that really touch it, but then maybe we might have been programmed.
I think that's dope because it's like,
We might have, not to cut you over, but we might have been programmed like the way the label structured, you would make music and yo, you have to do this, and then being with all of that, it might have forced you not to like the music now, but being independent and we could do things and control our own narrative of everything, it makes it even more fun and dope. So I love it. I love that I entered into it now at this game, in this stage.
I think for me, what I'm getting out of it too, to build and add on to that is that, y'all definitely not status quo.
Okay.
Y'all
I like that.
It's completely different, and you letting people see the conception of your work, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the most beautiful part, man. So, let's get into another joint.
You know, like I said, I'm doing a lot promoting my project that's coming out right now, my Born Day, which is coming out this week, December 19th, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into, you know, let's see what we're gonna get into, man. We're gonna get into something from the Rock Solid project. That's coming out right here, December 19th, which is Thursday. You know, let's get into that. Let me just get back to going into, you know, getting into the other way of things that, you know, let's get into this. You know, the video game is out right now. So,
Let's do it.
It's production for Mike Gamble. Once again, the video's out for this right now. It's called Damn It.
I'm definitely gonna post that.
Facts. I appreciate everybody that's running up the video right now too. The video's out right now too. Shout out to my little man, Josiah, man, that was in the video, man, my son, word.
Yo, that beat is real ill.
Yeah, man. Production by Mike Gamble, man.
Big
Rhyme
shout
shit.
out. Woo!
R.I.P. the Pool, Slumbers Anonymous, man. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Yo, one thing that I really love, man, is that I love how your tracks breathe. You know what I'm saying? They leave space for a nigga to really get busy on the mic, man.
Yeah. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that, you know. That's how we work. The crazy part about Rock Solid is it's actually old too. Like, you know, the newer joint that I have right now that I just recently started recording is like about going to be 4 albums released after this. So, and we don't get caught up with the, yo, you know what, yo, we gotta put on this album now and this and that. Now we be like, you know what, we got certain different joints that we could bring out and really get you in the zone. With that being said, I'm gonna play 2 more joints from maybe 3 more joints from the Rock Solid because I really want people to understand the vibe that we coming with on this one. This one is called No Perpetrations, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Born Wise, Official Beats. He's the one that he did the production on this beat. So Born Wise actually did production for me before on B-Boy Stance album.
Peace to God.
Peace to God, and you can go follow him on the gram. He's been doing this for a while. Like all your favorite producers know him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, like Born Wise is there was days that we was hustling. You know what I'm saying? And niggas was going to answer the beat or whatever. And Born Wise was staying in the spot with SP with records. He just be chopping up records or whatever. Me and my nigga Q-Bank, we come down, we rhyme, we just rhyme to the point we got projects and all that. This is in that era where we was really, like, you know, I was really on IMC and shit, and we wanted to go, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I left the game or whatever, and then got back into it. I know my G was still gonna beat, so I had to get all this production from him, like, cause he's just a day one from this shit, you know what I'm saying? So this one is called No Perpetrations, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get into that. Let's definitely get into that.
Recording stopped.
It's okay. I had to pause it. I paused it because
And they're acting up.
it's not acting up. This camera been on so long that we are running out of battery.
Oh, that one.
So
So you said let's get into that and then we'll continue.
we'll continue